Okay, mate. Welcome to the group. First off, and AAVE. Let's take a look at it. It's slightly concerning in the fact that this is bouncing back up into resistance right in here. This is the breakdown. This is a low, slightly lower low, then lower low again, and then another lower low. We have a lower high, and another lower high. So we have essentially we have a downtrend, and we're bouncing back into resistance. We are right into resistance right here. So it's slightly concerning that if this starts to roll, it might actually want to break down and go even below this previous low and create a new lower low. So that's what you need to be careful of, and that's what you always need to look at the what ifs if you're making a trade or if you're looking to invest. You want to always look at reasons to not invest in something, and if you can find them reasons and legitimate reasons, you need to it makes you more careful and wait for that right moment when things really set up. Now, could we start basing here and break back to the upside? I mean, it is very possible, but we need to be aware and careful that this is a major resistance point. Now, if I change charts here, and if you see the AAVE has moved from, you can't even see the price action back here. It's gone that crazy to the upside. Like if I have to zoom in, let me actually go to a 3-day. I didn't draw that very well at all, did I? Well, you can see here, it's not so easy to even fit it on the chart, right? It's crazy. It's gone up that much that this is also concerning. Like, look at this. Like, I can't even fit it on my screen, and I have to zoom out so much that this price action almost turns invisible. So that's slightly concerning. From the lows last year, I've done I can't even read the numbers. 201,000%, essentially a 200x to the upside. So it's well, I mean, not many coins are going to do 200x, or did I 2000x? It really does not matter. It's just gone completely insanely parabolic, and after you get a parabolic moves, the markets love to drop 80 to 90% of their value. Now that would kind of imply that it wants to come back into this sort of range. That would be a 90% drop, obviously, back into here. For a parabolic, well, there's 88%. I mean, 80% is down here into the red the purple 200 moving average. Now 80 to 90%. So if I move that up here, I mean that's giving us a ballpark figure of when parabolic moves end. This is where price wants to go. So if you're looking to be a long-term investor and looking for a bottom in the market, this might want to actually fail here and actually come down into somewhere here before maybe getting that next move. So that's kind of why I'm slightly concerned of buying into resistance here. If I put on the VPVR, now you can see there, when I put the VPVR, exactly where I drew this line. Now that was completely off the cuff where I drew that, and well, you can see where the point of control is. But I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, the point of control is going to be down here where this massive accumulation base was put in. So I kind of drew that almost perfectly. A little bit by coincidence, but I knew that there would be volume down here, and I often see price loves to come down into this sort of area. I like to see price coming down in here If I move that away, I like price to come down below the red and purple 200 moving average, and then see what's up. Now it may seem crazy that from this point here it could drop another 60%, but this is essentially the safe place to be accumulating. If you're looking to buy AAVE for a longer term or whatever, this down here is essentially the safe place to be buying. Buying here. Another thing, okay, let's talk about this. So what you don't really want to do is you don't want to buy in the middle of a range. If you buy in the middle of the range, you're likely to get chopped up. Now, we're not quite in the middle of the range. We are closer to the bottom end of the range. This is your range. This is your range high. This is your range low. Now, if when you get into the middle, this is where 90% of the action will be. Now, I'll move that back here. Now, this is where 90%, maybe that's a little bit high. This is where 70% of your action should be, is in the middle of the range. Sorry, I meant to draw that up there. This is roughly the middle of the range. So most of your action will happen in here, and it'll be very choppy. What you want to do is you want to try and buy on the low end of the range and sell at the top end of the range, or short at the top of the range back into the middle of the range. This doing this strategy will allow you to be buying and selling in safer positions. If you buy in here, for example, you're likely to get chopped up. I know this is getting very messy here, but you buy here, when price is likely to come up and back down and chop up and back down and up, and you're going to get chopped up. The safer trades are down here. And also selling. As you can see, again, look, if you traded the range and you sold here at the top of the range, or you shorted, well, you can see what happened. You done yourself justice. And again, if you look at the bottom of the range, if you had bought here at the bottom of the range, you can move it back up and sell at the top of the range, which is here. And again, if you bought the bottom of the range, you can sell at the top of the range. It's safer. And this is where you will get your good trades. If you bought here, for example, you got chopped up. Okay, and it's the same here. If you buy here, you're likely to get chopped up. You want to be buying down on the low end of the range, and especially you want to buy on pierces below the range. So you have a range here now. You can see the bottom end of the range. If somehow price comes down and pierces the range low, this is a safer point to be buying, because at some point it should come back up at least into the center point of the range, and it might even go the whole way back up to the top end of the range. And sorry for making this video very long. I just kind of got off on a bit of a ramble, on a rant on that, because it's not easy to know if this is going to get rejected here, right? The likelihood is that there should be some rejection back down, but it is AAVE, and AAVE has only liked to go up. Maybe this could break up, but I would say, for me personally, I want to be buying down here.